kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
20.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Wide. Ready?
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. They'll run it here. This is James White. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On play action, now Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And Brady's throw there incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
47's the mic.
To throw again. Barrett escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now a carry for White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered,
and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
What you got? What you got? Huh? Woo, get it. He ain't going nowhere. Woo, he ain't going nowhere. 26. In 18. Why now? You got 58.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
319. Over. Here we go. 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
319!
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Montgomery back to the ground. They find some open field here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Let's go, come on.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
850.
Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Over.
Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. Crosby on now to kick it away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Going deep here for Edelman. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
319!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Hey, 626. 18. Over.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Big hold to the 30. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, 626.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Rodgers will try again on second down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Blue 58.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
18.
He'll get it up the middle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit, a great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Rodgers now on third and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And Crosby puts it through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? They made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Brady now on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Brady. Right side, there's Decker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Barrett. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it. This is White. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
158! Jump out!
Rodgers to throw on second down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking the way of Decker that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's 3rd down.
Go. Wait.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll be 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. And now the Packers get set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, 50.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out come the Patriots. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And Decker's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wait, 20, 390. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw on 2nd down. Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Let's go. Alabama, 380.
Here's White, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. The throw outside, complete to Hogan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Wait, that.
Brady to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Barrett. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is Jeremy Hill, the former Bengal, his first carry. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Brady going to throw here. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Here's Ryan Allen now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New England, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.